Hi there. Join our casual conversations for curious, bewildered, and aspiring midlife cannabis queens. Welcome to the Closet Disco Queen podcast, featuring Queenie and TT. So kick off your platform shoes, sit back and get ready to laugh and learn all about adult use cannabis without having to ask a 22-year-old. Let's get rolling.
Hello, TT.
Hello, Queenie.
How are you in cold Wisco?
It's chilly here. Yeah, I'm doing fine though. All in my warm clothes.
You're expecting below zero wind chills.
Yes, we are. To 25 below. Although school doesn't close if the wind chill is 25 below. They only close if it's 30 below. The medicine schools. So
there you go. I don't know what the mark would be here. I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't know.
I know the snow mark was much higher when we were in school.
Oh gosh, we went to school all the time.
These kids miss school with a dusting, for God's sake. And it just snows on the ground. That's it. School's canceled. But we're expecting snow tonight, 4 to 8 inches.
Oh, wow.
And of course, the kids are off tomorrow for the holiday, so they don't get a snow day.
Well, that's you get to play in the snow.
Yeah. So I'm sure my families with children who have been waiting for a good snow will be happy.
Yes, they'll be a good time. I remember snow days too. I mean, we didn't have them that often, but when we did, I can remember being outside playing with my little, there was no hill, but for some reason I had my we called them sliding pans, flying saucers. Mm-hmm. And I was pretending that do you remember the show? What was his name? It was a dog. He was in the Yukon. I can't remember now. Do you remember that? It was like a
Dudley Do-Right?
No. It was like a real. It wasn't animated. It was a show with actors.
Oh,
and there was a dog actor, Yukon King. That was it, Yukon King. I think that was what his name was. Anyway, he was like a shepherd husky mix, I think, or something. But I was in the snow with my little, pretending I was, in the Yukon with Yukon King. We had to do a rescue. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But the snow was so deep. Of course, I was small, but
oh, I know.
It was so deep.
We made like igloos out of the mounds at the end of the driveway.
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes the snow was so high.
Yeah. Just
hollowed that out and you could sit in there real safe. Real smart thing to do. But that's, nobody stopped us either. So
my father, when he tried to get rid of us, would say, go play in the traffic, which sounds terrible, but
go play in the traffic. Yeah, taken out of context, yes, it does sound terrible. I guess if you're, I'm sure I've said similar things in similar situations. So, our Closet Disco Queen podcast deals with legal adult cannabis use and is intended for entertainment purposes only for those 21 and older. I'm 100% certain. So what exciting things have you just told me something that was pretty interesting that you did. Oh, talk about
what?
The owls.
Oh, the owls. Oh, yeah. They had an owl, but the educator was telling us, she said, one of the first things you notice about owls is their eyes. And she explained to us and had a diagram of the owl eyes are so big, they take up like 90% of their skull.
Oh my God.
Whereas like ours take up 5% or something, Mm-hmm. So they have these giant eyes but they can't move them from right to left or up and down. That's why you always see them turning their little heads,
Oh my God.
Like, yeah. But
oh my God.
Yeah, because they have exquisite vision.
Oh yeah, I knew that.
So I guess with the big eyes that helps. And they're also super quiet. I didn't realize that they have feathers, special feathers on the tips of their wings that muffle the sound of their wing beats. So you can't really hear an owl as much as like other birds. You hear them flapping, their flaps make sounds, but they've adapted so that they're
stealth predator.
Yeah, they're not as fast as other predators, but they don't need to be because they're so quiet. They sneak up on things.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Well, I occasionally hear an owl here.
Yeah.
But it's rare. But I remember once camping in the Adirondacks, and I had never recalled hearing an owl. And there were a pair.
Oh, calling back and forth to each other.
Back and forth. They were so loud.
It's like piercing. Yeah.
Visions of where these owls are, and like how big they are. I think it was I looked it up. I think they were barred owls. But
okay.
It was.
And they have an interesting call. Yeah.
It's very not overwhelming, but it makes you stop.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of those things in nature where you're like, wow, this is wild.
Yeah.
Wild.
A friend of ours is a wildlife photographer. He does a lot of birds. And we were at their house one time, and we were out sitting on their deck, and he had a recording of a barred owl. So he would play it, and there was an owl in the woods near his house, would answer it back. It was really kind of fun to listen.
Wow.
And
that's
talking
amazing.
to each other. Yeah.
That's
and I always thought it was barn owl. For some reason, I always heard barn owl, barred owl, somebody with their stuffed nose or something. But anyways, and I learned, like, you pronounced it absolutely correctly. It's barred because of the bars of color in their wings.
And they're big ass birds.
Yeah, they're
very
huge.
Large. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. That sounds like fun. That sounds like, just a perfect winter activity.
It was nice. Yeah. The sun was out. It was very cold, but at least, there was some sunshine. So they had a nice day for it.
Oh, that's great.
Yes.
Well, I attended a soccer game yesterday, and my camera just put me back in the middle of the scene. My new laptop keeps me centered, and it surprised me. I was like, I wasn't moving.
On my end, I saw like a little glitchy thing.
I wasn't moving, but I was on the screen. It was a little off-putting. But anyway, yes, I went to one soccer game yesterday. AJ was playing there in Latham, and again, they beat the team. They are so good. They're undefeated. So it's just wild to see.
And she's right in there, isn't she?
Oh yeah, and these my granddaughters are small.
Mm-hmm.
They're slight too. I mean, she's a wisp. She's a stick.
Yep.
I mean, there's nothing to her. She's got no fat on her at all, and she's just a running stick. So, some of these other girls are mature and a bit taller.
Yeah.
So she gets right in there. It was very exciting to see. Annie has decided that she no longer wants to be called Annie.
Uh-oh.
Her name is Kathy. So.
Wow.
Because she does not want to be called Annie Banani anymore.
Oh, okay.
If you change the Annie, there's no Banani. So when we were leaving, I thought this was a cute story I was hearing. So when we were leaving, I was saying goodbye to her in the parking lot. I said, "Oh, Annie, have a great day tomorrow." She turned around, she looked at me. "My name is Kathy." Okay. Her middle name is Catherine.
Well, I guess, you got to stop the bullies somehow.
Oh my God.
Annie Banani.
My name is Kathy. She's a pip, I'm telling you. She's a smart one. That's a good way to stop it. How can I stop this?
How can I not be called Annie Banani?
Just change my name.
The sad truth is they will find a way to say Kathy.
I don't know, but my God, I just can't keep up with these kids. They're too funny. And then Bryn tells me the other day she started crocheting.
Really?
One of their teachers crochets, and she took a couple of the girls aside and
that's so cute.
Showed them how to do a couple stitches. So brought in.
Oh, that's great. Mm-hmm. Good for her. And there's so many cute little things you can make. Those animal thingies. Yeah.
Those are very popular.
They're adorable.
They came out of nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
And they were selling out because I did consider getting them for the kids for Christmas, but they were on sale. I still may. Maybe for Easter. That would be a cute Easter gift. So
yeah.
If I was smart, I'd get them now.
My name is Kathy. don't call me Annie. I'm done with that nickname, it wasn't so canny. Annie Banani made me cringe and pout, so I rebranded myself. Now I'm Kathy, watch out. Kathy's the name and it's here to stay. No more bananas ruining my day. I'm bold, I'm proud, I'm classy and sassy. Forget about Annie, just call me Kathy.
Have you consumed? It is early in the morning, but I'm just.
I have.
Yes.
I took a gummy.
Yeah, so did I.
Peach Bellini.
Oh, yummy. I have these THC 9 gummies. They're called, well, there are no vowels in this word, but it's supposed to be balanced, BLNCD, and it's called Zen Blend.
Balanced.
And they're very delicious, and they're just very calming.
I wonder if they could count as a serving of fruit.
Oh, I don't know. They're all natural ingredients.
There you go.
Oh, there's no RDA. How many daily value type stuff? Oh, wait, iron 0.
0.
There's a lot of zeros here. Total fat. There's no fat. 10 calories per serving. Oh, 3 grams of carbs.
Uh-oh. Ruh-roh, Ralph.
Well, anyway, they're quite yummy. They're sort of a grape flavor.
Ooh, I like grape.
Yeah.
You don't see grape gummies.
You don't, no.
Yeah, mango is very popular. Oranges, limes,
strawberry,
citrus, apple. I would do grape.
You could?
I would like grape.
And at the bottom it says Reishi, Ashwagandha, Chaga.
Oh.
I have no idea what that means. Does anybody know out there?
It sounds like a chant of some sort.
It does. Well, it is Zen Blend. So it says cannabis plus adaptogen gummies. I don't know what adaptogen is. I think it helps it be, it's water soluble, so that it's a quick onset. So I think it might have something to do with that.
Enhance the time
I should
frame.
probably find that out before I put this stuff in my body. Huh? Reishi, Ashwagandha, Chaga. Reishi, Ashwagandha, Chaga. Reishi, Ashwagandha, Chaga. Reishi, Ashwagandha, Chaga.
Rishi Ashwagandha Chaga. Rishi Ashwagandha Chaga. Rishi Ashwagandha Chaga. Rishi Ashwagandha Chaga. Rishi Ashwagandha Chaga. Rishi Ashwagandha Chaga.
Well, I had a fun week. Mummy had a hair appointment. So I had everything planned out. I had 3 people coming in this week and her hair appointment. So I saw it on the calendar. I was so proud of myself. I called and left a message with the program. I'll be coming at 12:45 to pick her up, and she'll be returning to the program when she's done. And the hairdresser's literally half a mile away.
Mm-hmm.
So I get in there. She's ready, waiting for me. We shuffle out to the car. It's freezing cold. Get her in there. Get over to the hair salon. Nobody's there.
Nobody.
Wait a few minutes. I texted the hairdresser and I said, do you have Marion on the schedule for today at 10 o'clock? She said, no, tomorrow. So I had to bring her back. And now we had told all these demented people she was going to get her hair done. And the next time they saw her, she'd be beautiful. And we were back in, 15 minutes and she didn't look any different. Oh my God, that was quick. No.
Oh, you look so nice.
Oh my God. I'm like, it was a dry run. So we had to do it all again the next day.
It's, yeah.
I couldn't read my calendar properly. I thought I was off a day all week. I didn't know what freaking day of the week it was all week.
What's the latest buzz? TT, tell me the news. Where is it legal? No one knows. What's the latest buzz? TT, tell me the news. Where is it legal? No one knows.
TT, do you have a story for us this week?
I do. We've been following the whole rescheduling process. And when I say that, I mean rescheduling cannabis from a Schedule 1 to Schedule 3 drug. And this wouldn't change legalization, but it would make it easier for business owners to do banking. It would make it easier for them it would provide more security for them, because if they're dealing in cash, it's very tempting to thieves. The latest is that the DEA judge canceled the hearing on the rescheduling proposal, which effectively kicks the whole issue into the Trump administration.
Oh, forget that. Well,
yep. Although, and what happened was the advocates.
So is the judge in his pocket?
I don't think so. Not this judge. But what happened is that the DEA, there were people alleging that the DEA was in communication with the anti-cannabis group and worked with them to make their proposal more attractive to be selected. Apparently, that's the.
So they essentially coached them how to write their proposal, so they would be awarded. They'd
be part of
find in their favor.
Yep.
Wow.
So again, these are allegations, but they need to postpone to figure all that out. So the groups, the legalization groups, they allege that at least one high-level DEA official had communicated with opponents of the marijuana rescheduling, helping them improve their chances of being chosen as a participant in the hearings.
Well, I think we should just assume that every process that the government's involved in is fixed or has been somehow impacted by...
tampered with,
Tampered with, by some criminal action or something less than above board, because it seems to be how our country runs.
Now, this article sounded like they believe that Trump is going to make it easier for the rescheduling. But Trump is so wishy-washy, who knows what he'll do,
It's true. Well, he's for legalization, though, isn't he? He supports legalization, or he did in Florida.
He does, yeah. And I think the only reason I think he might move on this is because there's money to be made. There's
true. Trump
the banking aspect of it,
you can
probably
have Trump gummies
and there would be a lot more tax dollars to play around with, right? I mean, I know most of it goes to the state, but there would also be implications for the federal government. So anyway, that could
I'm
be.
sure he'll find a way to monetize it,
right,
and brand it.
He'll make his own gummies.
Yeah, why not?
It would all be orange flavored.
Orange flavored gummies. Yes, go for it. Oh my God. Well, it remains to be seen.
Yep.
This ping pong ball keeps going back and forth. So
it's hard to keep everything straight because it's coming at us so fast.
And isn't that, look, I think I saw something's bubbling around in Virginia too, whether it's medical marijuana. I think they do have medical marijuana in Virginia, but there might be a proposal for either changing those regs or allowing recreational. There was something happening in Virginia also. It's just, good Lord.
It's so confusing.
Really? I mean,
everybody.
We're in fiefdoms. That's basically what it is.
Yeah.
So accept the fact. See, I'm really down on our government today.
I can tell.
I really am so disgusted. I have to purge all this stuff. Make room. No, I'm not going to make room. I'm making room in my mind and my heart for good things.
Yes, that's just it.
So
yes.
I'm trying to get these out. I want it out.
Out.
Get out. Out, damn spot.
We are pleased to welcome back for your enduring podcast pleasure. Is it a strain or figment of Queenie's brain?
All righty. TT, are you ready to play? Is it a strain or a figment of Queenie's brain?
I'm ready to play.
Well, glad to hear that. Now, you're all over the board.
I know. I'm up, down, here, there.
And I don't know. You were on quite a little roll there, and then all hell broke loose. You've lost your mojo. So this week's selection is Kush Party.
Kush, kush in the bush. Kush Party.
Kush.
You know, these to me they all sound like they could be strains. I think you've gotten very good at
I can't take credit.
mimicking.
Any
Or-
of the mimics are not, well, I should say they
Oh.
are my brain, but
They are your brain.
ultimately, yes, they
With a
are.
little help from your friend, yeah.
Yes.
Uh,
I've created Mary Jane. She's mine. All mine.
let's see.
She does my
Kush
bidding.
Party.
Kush Party.
I'm going to say that that's too perfect. I'm going to say that's not a real strain because I have been saying it has been and keep getting it wrong. So maybe this is just too perfectly named. I don't know.
So your rationale is Kush Party is too perfect. What makes it perfect?
Because I mean, it's like Kush Party. You got Kush and you got a party. There's like you don't need any more explanation than that. Like that's going to be a great one.
You have a point there. You do. Now, is this an indica or sativa? What would you guess?
I'm guessing sativa.
Okay. Well, would you be surprised to know that you are absolutely correct?
I am.
Kush
Yay!
Party is out of Mary Jane's
Too perfect
cerebrum.
brain.
Yes, her too perfect brain came up with a too perfect strain. So yes, you were absolutely correct. It is a fake strain. But you're right. It is a perfect name.
Oh, it is, isn't it?
Really? Come on.
Like, okay.
Maybe it was too perfect.
Yeah, well,
Well,
know,
some
I
of
was,
these-
I was trying to outthink Mary Jane. That's not easy to do.
I know, because some of the fake ones are so fake. I think, oh, no. This is like ridiculous. But I don't know.
This was a really good one.
You seem to have, I don't know, some sort of rationale going.
I always have some sort of rationale. It doesn't always make sense to other people.
Okay, so TT is correct this week. Yay! Kush Party. That is a sativa that doesn't exist.
Oh. Well, I was even right about that.
No, it doesn't exist.
I know. I'm just kidding.
Don't be looking for it. It's yet another strain name that we will allow.
I think
allow someone to use.
I think we need to start
Trademarking
writing
some
down.
of these.
We could sell them.
Sell them, yeah. Oh, I'm sure we'd get lots of money for these. Not.
If you have a query, my dearie, that can't be answered by Siri, turn to Mary Jane in your time of need. She's got all the answers about weed. Weed.
Mary Jane, I am feeling a bit overwhelmed. What's the best way to use cannabis for stress without feeling like I'm running away from my problems? Thanks for your input.
Ah, what a thoughtful and nuanced question. Let me just light a mental candle for this one. Using cannabis for stress doesn't mean you're running away from your problems. It's about creating a little space to breathe so you can tackle life head on, not face down in your pillow. Here's how to use cannabis mindfully and intentionally for stress relief. Using cannabis for stress is no different than sipping chamomile tea or taking a hot bath. It's a tool for relaxation, not an escape route. Think of it as creating mental room so you can process stress instead of being overwhelmed by it. If you're worried about feeling too high, CBD is your Zen friend. It helps relax the body and mind without the psychoactive effects. Balanced ratios. Look for products with a 1.1 ratio of THC to CBD for gentle relaxation that keeps you present. Terpenes. Matter. Strains or products with calming terpenes like linalool, found in lavender, or myrcene, found in mangoes, are great for easing tension. Instead of diving into the deep end, start with a low dose. A puff or 2.55 milligrams of THC can help you unwind without turning your living room into a parallel universe. Microdosing is especially great for stress because it enhances calmness without fogging your brain. Cannabis doesn't have to be the main event. Use it to enhance stress-relieving practices like meditation. A light dose can help quiet a busy mind for a more grounded practice. Stretching or yoga. You'd be amazed at how cannabis can turn a 5-minute stretch into a full body vacation. Creative outlets. Draw, journal, knit, or cook. Cannabis can help you get out of your own head and into a flow state. After your session, take a moment to reflect. How do you feel now? What's shifted? Cannabis can help you put things in perspective, making it easier to tackle what's stressing you out. If stress persists, or cannabis feels like it's becoming a crutch, take a pause and explore other tools like therapy, exercise, or talking it out with friends. Cannabis is a helpful companion, but it's not the whole toolkit. Here's the takeaway. You're not running away from your problems, Queen. You're recharging so you can face them with a little more grace, clarity, and maybe even a smile. And that's the most responsible kind of stress relief there is.
Wow, that's excellent. So excellent.
So there you go. Do you find that you use cannabis for times when you're especially stressed out? Is that the first thing is that one of the things that you would turn to? Let's put it that
Yes, it definitely is. Yes. There are times when I just think, okay, I just need a gummy right now.
way. Mm-hmm.
And yeah,
And what does that allow you to do?
a lot of my stress is self-imposed because my brain won't shut down and I just, go over and over and over things in my head. And so the cannabis shuts that chatter down.
Okay. The noise.
For a while, while. So I can like it said, catch your breath, kind of think about things, not spun out of control. And yeah. How about you?
I do like getting a little high if I'm particularly stressed out. You're just like you. I need to clear the decks because I can tend to ruminate on things over and over myself. And it's just not healthy. So I find the cannabis is like a break. It gives me the ability to stop and reframe things and put things in perspective and then start over. I feel that, I'm more empowered to have my day turn out right than I was an hour ago, let's say, because I feel like I've got the toolkit I need to get through the day positively.
Which that's so interesting. I was reading a study that was saying that people who use cannabis in this study and were more likely to engage in physical activities. And I'm just wondering if that's one of the reasons that like it gives you a chance to get out of your head, get off the couch or whatever it is, and to move forward and do something when you're stuck. So that kind of makes sense to me.
Yeah, I do. I find it like it's like a little push.
Yeah.
The push may be the result of it. It may not be the direct pusher.
Right.
But it may be removing
barriers.
To be removed. Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to try meditating high. I have not done that yet.
I've done that, and it's like I said, it's so much easier for me to slip into that state of like not having racing thoughts and not having my mind going all the time, just being, right. I find that it's very helpful for that.
So I guess that's, we can take that away, that it should not be your sole source of solace.
Right.
But cannabis can be a very helpful tool to deal with stress and anxiety and maybe help you change direction a little bit, change course.
Right. So I think I think of it as it opens up my mind to possibilities that because I become, tunnel visioned in my anxiety, and
you
so
can't see the forest for the trees. Right.
Exactly. And this just kind of opens the view,
No. Oh, so, I agree. The other thing that cannabis allows me to do, well, I guess this is the same, but I feel it's a little different. But I can get really anxious with my assignees, for example, and absorb a lot of their anxiety. And I own it because I feel responsible for them and for their experience here.
Right.
And am responsible for helping them finding housing, for example. And that has been stressful at times because sometimes the budget isn't really realistic for what the assignee is looking for. Makes it more of a challenge. But I have found that I'm able to really, again, put the brakes on it and really put it in perspective. It's not my total responsibility. I'm responsible for presenting options. I cannot make someone choose something that they don't want to choose.
Right. That's, that is such a good example of how it can help you actually, do your work. Really.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I think when you're a person who's, very sensitive to other people that way, and you do such a wonderful job because people know you care, but that also has the flip side of, taking little chunks out of you. So, so now, it doesn't feel like you're being assaulted if you have a little cannabis.
By myself, right?
By yourself, right?
Yeah, they are responsible for part of this. We're not wiping their heinies; we're facilitating.
Right.
So, some of the ownership for the ownership for making decisions is theirs. So, and they should all be aware of what the limitations are.
Yeah.
In the package. But yes, but I'm working with some delightful people.
Wonderful.
Now.
It's so interesting that you have that perspective. It'll be interesting to see if things change in the next couple of years with regard to how people view us, how people from other countries view us,
Or if people from other countries are actually allowed to come here.
Allowed to come in. Yeah, right.
So, I haven't heard anything. There's a podcast, a DSC podcast in next week. Maybe it's this week. So I don't know. Maybe she'll address it then.
Wow. Yeah.
But everybody I'm supposed to be working with is here.
That's
I have no one hanging out. That means I have no one in the pipeline.
Oh, that's not good.
Right.
Well, because nobody's doing anything till we see what's going to happen.
I guess
that's it. Because on day one, there's supposed to be a massive deportation
rate.
Yeah. Like, I heard about that in a conversation yesterday, and tell me if this information is wrong, that they put out a call to agents and they got an amazing response saying, come in. Where is it? Where are they going to do this? Chicago, right. Yeah. Come to Chicago and be a part of this. It's horrifying.
It's vigilante justice. If you're allowing,
Yep.
Who are they calling? Who are they calling up? National Guard?
No, I think it's just they asked for volunteers. So maybe it is a National Guard. I don't know.
No, I don't.
No, that wouldn't be volunteer. I don't know. Like I said, I just heard this from another person. So it's open to all kinds of error, but I was distressed to hear about the overwhelmingly positive response to rounding people up.
That's what drove the election.
Yeah. I know.
I really do. I think immigration was the kicker. Because we can't accept, if we're not doing well, we have to be able to blame someone else.
Yes, we do.
The reason,
and not the people who have billions of dollars. It can't be their fault.
Right. So.
The people who have absolutely nothing and are happy to be in this country.
Oh, it's going to be interesting.
Yep. Okay.
For sure.
Moaning about this enough.
Stop moaning. Well, TT, you'll be returning to the capital region of New York State next weekend, correct?
I will. This is true, on Sunday.
Sunday. Are you coming on the first flight again?
I believe I am. I have to go back and check. I know I have a 3-hour layover in Chicago, so
Ew.
I know.
Ew.
I would have preferred trying to make a run for it with a 30-minute connect-in time, but
Were they different? Was it different terminals?
yeah, usually it is.
No, that's probably why.
But
Like C to F or F to C?
yeah,
That's hard.
yeah, going down that weird tunnel thing. It's kind of weird. A little creepy. All the colors. You know what it reminds me of is the Willy Wonka when they were in the elevator. Remember that?
I've never seen
the colors all changed. Well, this is the one with Gene Wilder.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, the colors were changing, and it was a creepy song he sang with it.
Oh God, no. But I love going through that little tunnel there, and I've seen it in movies.
Oh, cool!
And like in those Chicago shows.
Yep.
Yeah. So.
Oh, yeah, they
the moving sidewalk. Oh, have you found in your travels airports that are removing the moving sidewalks?
Oh no!
I read an article.
Why are they doing that?
Because they're difficult to maintain.
But they're so helpful when you have a long man.
Right. Sometimes, I mean, those moving sidewalks have saved my ass on
exactly.
a number of occasions.
That's when you say, "Okay, I have enough time as long as I'm
exhausted." Yeah.
Yeah, I hate when people stand right in the middle of it too when you're trying to get by.
You stand to the right. If you want to stand, go to the right. You walk to the left.
Right.
They used to be marked that way.
Yeah, they did. Some of them. Well, I think the one in Chicago is still stand walk.
People do stand in the middle. The walkway will be ending. The moving walkway will be ending.
I always get a little nervous that I'm going to trip and fall.
Because they make it so serious. Like, we need to tell you it's ending. It's so dangerous. You won't be able to figure it out on your own that it's the end.
And I have to say, I have a couple times gotten that little, catch.
Well, that's because
your ride is a little off.
Your foot was a little off. That's all. Oh my God. But yeah, I just, it puts way too much emphasis on the end of the moving walkway. There must be something tricky about this if we're being warned.
I was afraid of getting sucked down into the escalator.
Oh God, Lauren, I
think I still have that remnant of fear.
I had both of them. I had them by the hand, and we were going down the escalator. She pulled her hand away from me. I'm going down there. She's like 3 years old. Going down the escalator, I'm like, ah! And the people behind me are turning around going, I said, just stay there. I'm like,
oh my God.
I go down and then go back up and retrieve her. I was like, oh my God. But I think everybody has escalator anxiety, don't you?
I don't know. I hope so. Well,
I really do. But I think that's pretty common because you want to be. It's not a normal step,
right?
So you're constantly judging, where you need to be, or it looks like you need to judge. So you're like hyper aware of every step. So it's like perfect for falling.
Well, yeah, I'm not as afraid of falling as being sucked down into the basement.
With those teeth?
You know what? Well, because I think I've seen that happen in cartoons as a young child. Like somebody would get, sucked down.
Right, go around and around.
Flat,
right.
And whatever. I think that's where my anxiety is.
I think
those were a new thing when we were kids.
The moving sidewalks?
No, escalators. Yeah. I think they were
escalators at the Boston store. They were this wide, remember?
Oh, right.
They were just wide enough for a person. It's like
one person, that's it.
Okay, I'm standing. Well, you save money that way. It wasn't, you want the 3-foot wide or the 12-inch wide. The 12-inch wide save you 70%. Right.
Remember, there used to be in big department stores, they were actually elevator operators. That would, you'd say ladies lingerie, and they take you right to the right floor
at Ward's.
Yep. That's
in
right.
Bananas there.
Montgomery
That
Ward.
big
Yeah.
ass behemoth.
My dad filled orders when he was young there, and they were roller skates. They would
Oh
get an
my
order and
God.
they'd have to roller skate around to pick up the stuff to make the order. It was a lot
Oh.
faster than just walking.
Well, they obviously had consulted an efficiency expert.
Apparently, maybe
You
they should
gotta-
start roller skating at Amazon.
Oh, I think they have scooters.
Oh, they do?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I know they have scooters. They're not having people walking. No.
Oh,
That costs precious time. Did
Yep.
you notice that free 1-day shipping has gone away pretty much? Everything's 2-day.
Wow. I have not.
Are you
but
Prime?
I have.
Are you
Yeah.
Prime? Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't realize that.
Mm-hmm. And key
Interesting.
delivery, forget about it. Now he's charging for it.
What?
They used to put it in my garage. Now it's an extra charge.
What? For special instructions?
No, for key delivery. I have
Oh.
they've got
Right.
a device that they can access our code and just drop the packages in the garage and then shut the door
put 'em
again.
inside. Oh.
And that used to be, if you
I didn't
had
even
this
know that was a
setup,
thing. Yeah.
you could have that done. So I went ahead, I did it. I thought, this sounds great. This is,
Yeah.
ideal. But now, no.
Now that you've gotten used to it, you have to pay for it.
We're getting nickeled and dimed.
Because Jeff needs the money.
Of course he does.
He's got to build a rocket again.
Well, yeah, that, and he's got to keep that humongous yacht going.
Yeah.
How he has, 200 crew people on it or something. It's huge. It's the largest private yacht in the world.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, the poor thing. He does need that $1.99.
Monday it must be like a toy when you don't have to worry about it.
I just wonder. I was listening to Howard, and they were talking about that the cat lady who died, that Jocelyn Wilderstein.
Yeah.
Well, apparently, she had been married to a very, very wealthy fine art dealer, and we're talking billions. So they divorced, and her settlement was either 2.1 billion or 4.1 billion. I think it was 2.1 billion as a divorce settlement. Okay.
Oh my God.
She ran through it. She ran through it. She got to the point where she was like declaring bankruptcy.
Oh my goodness.
How?
How do you spend that much time?
I don't know. How do you blow through? That's income.
$2 billion. It's ridiculous. No, I don't.
Seriously, what are you
could
doing?
Yeah.
Or eating or whatever. What is going on? I just
wow.
So I don't know if people who are wealthy have the same or have a je ne sais quoi type of attitude because they have money. It sounds like any one of them could hit the skids at any time. Yeah, sure.
Right.
Well, how do you go through $2.1 billion?
I can't even imagine. I guess what you do is you buy everything you buy is super expensive. Like you wouldn't buy a $200 watch. You'd buy a $20,000 watch.
Well, that adds up.
Yeah.
Especially
20 here, 20 there.
Oh, what the heck. Here, there, everywhere, But just cray.
Catwoman.
And, plus how much money she spent on absolutely ruining her face.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
I guess her husband liked cats, and that's what prompted her to start.
Oh, that's a creepy thought.
Isn't it, though? Would you think that, my husband really likes cats. I think if I looked like a cat, he'd love me even more. Really?
Oh, my God. Oh, what the things that people do, I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Anything else, TT?
I do not believe there is anything else.
All right. We'll look forward to seeing everybody next week, and TT will be here.
That's right. I will be back.
Oh, and we've got to make a sploof.
Sploof. That's right.
We're going to go sploof next
We're
week.
We're gonna construct a sploof.
We'll make a sploof because we'll do
Yes,
it
we
on
will.
the air.
Yep.
Or on the whatever.
Recording.
On the MP3. All righty. We'll see you next
All right.
week. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for joining us at the Closet Disco Queen podcast. Grab a brownie or doobie, pass us to your friends, and be sure to follow us on Apple Podcasts or wherever you listen. And be sure to leave us a 5-star review as it helps others find us. Peace out.
Yo, grab a TP roll and some dryer sheets too. I'm about to show you what the pros really do. Yo, no smoke alarms, no neighbors on my trail. I'm the sploof king, baby, I'll never fail. Take that TP roll, gotta make it tight. Stuff it full of sheets, keep it fresh, keep it right. Blowing clouds through the filter, man, they vanish in the air. My sploof's so pro, it's like it's not even there. I'm the sploof king, roll it up, pack it down. No nosy neighbors sniffing around town. DIY stealth, I'm the master of the game. TP roll legend, remember my name. When the herb's lit up, but you wanna keep it chill. No need for fancy gadgets, just a roll and some skill. Cheap and discreet, I'm the MacGyver of the smoke. Sploof in my hand, and this ain't no joke. Yeah, I'll never fail. Yeah. No tech, no gadgets, just pure genius. Dryer sheets in a roll, that's all I need to be a king. Sploof king. Out.